Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to this 30-minute yin class. We are here in beautiful Norway. You're going to need a bolster for this class, so if you don't have one ready, then get a big sofa pillow and let's come to a comfortable seated position and let's get started. Close the eyes, settle for a moment. Let's bring the hands together, a long deep breath in. As you exhale, let's rest the hands down. Allow the mind a moment of mindfulness. Drop your attention into awareness of the breath. Drop your attention into awareness of the sensations in the body. Drop your awareness into the quality of your mind and your emotions, allowing a sense of acceptance, allowing a sense of release. And then allow yourself a long, deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's softly open the eyes. Good. Let's start off by releasing the neck. So let's drop your head over to one side and drop the shoulder away from the ear. Give a moment to move the neck a little forward, the head a little forward, over to the side. Holding on to the head with the opposite hand. Find a moment. Allow the eyes to close and find that spot where any tension in the neck, the throat, the jaw starts to gently melt away. Stay for 2 more breaths. And then 1 more breath. Very good. Let's inhale, come back to the center. Now we'll do the other side, so you can drop your head over to the side, taking the fingers on the ground, dropping the shoulder away from the ear. Move the head a little forward and back to find the place in this side of the neck that needs that little extra release. It might be different one side than the other. Then we can take the hand and give the head just a little bit of a weight. Not too much, just enough to let it release. Let the eyes close and let the sensations kind of lightly build, as though you feel a sense of release, acceptance, no forcefulness, no agitation, just the awareness of the body, the breath. Let's stay for 2 more breaths as we feel everything unwinding. We'll do 1 more breath. And then inhale, let's come back to the center. Let it go. That's good. Let's move over onto the hands and knees. Take a moment here and slide the bolster kind of forward. All right. I'd like you to widen the knees. Slide the bolster so that you're in contact. So you want to have the bolster in contact so that there's a full body contact. If we need the blanket on top, you can do that as well. Then as you exhale, let's take the elbows down. So if you need a little extra support, you can grab, again, the blanket and put it on top. And then as you exhale again, let's let the knees widen just a little bit. Turn the head to one side if that's more comfortable for you. And then as you exhale with each breath, let the weight of the body just drop into the ground. Feeling the bones settle. Feeling the muscles settle. Feeling the mind settle. Let the whole weight of the body be supported by the bolster. The whole weight of the body kind of releasing. Feel the contact that the body makes with the ground, through both the bolster, the mat, the knees, the feet. And as you feel your contact with the ground, let that awareness extend underneath you to include your contact with the earth, so that the earth underneath you receives the weight of the body. And with each breath, allow a sense of release. Notice the quality of the breath, whether it's deep or shallow. And if the breath is very shallow, then gently ask the breath to elongate just a little bit, just lightly. Allowing yourself a sense of settling, a sense of ease, and a sense of rest. Notice the sensations in the body. There are some sensations which might be increasing as we hold the posture for a little bit longer. Observe the quality of the breath as it moves in. Observe the quality of the breath as it moves out. And observe the changing sensations. Some sensations may be increasing. Some sensations may be decreasing. See if it's possible to observe the beginning, the middle, and the end of every wave of sensation. Whether the sensation is pleasurable or displeasurable. Let the mind slip into that meditative space of neutrality, that grounded space of balanced awareness. Allow the mind to soften. Allow the body to melt into the ground. Give yourself the time, no rush, being present with each breath and each sensation, for the arc of each breath, for the trajectory of every sensation. We'll be here for about 5 more breaths, so allow yourself to really sink into each breath. Four more breaths. 3 more breaths. Two more breaths. Be aware of all the sensations. And the last breath. On the next breath in, we'll slowly prepare to move. Perhaps a light activation of the pelvic floor. And then on the next breath in, let's come up onto the elbows. You can exhale here. Slowly walk the hands back, drawing the knees lightly in. Push the bolster a little bit forward, and then cross the feet underneath. And let's extend the legs open. Good. Slide the bolster back in. And if you don't feel enough support from the bolster, you can fold up a blanket or up some blocks and place that underneath so we can kind of create more of a wedge that supports us. You want to feel if that's appropriate or not. All right. Then, again, we're going to follow the breath down. So as you exhale, let's drop the elbows down. Good. And then another breath in. And as you exhale, again, we can come down. You could try this time to keep the head symmetrical, or you might want to go over to the other side so that you feel more balance. Let the legs relax. Let the body relax. This posture is often a little more intense than the first one. So notice if the legs are too far apart and if you've stressed the inner thighs. And if so, feel welcome to bring the legs a little closer together. But if you feel comfortable, then stay. Allowing the body to release. Allowing the mind to release. If you don't feel comfortable folding forward, you can always stay up on the elbows and rest the head in the hands, or just let the head hang. Let the weight of the body settle. Let the body relax. Let the mind relax. And again, observing the sensations. The quality of the breath in, the quality of the breath out. Any tension, any forcefulness, any holding in the body, see if you can let it go. Any judgment in the mind, any tightness, repetitive thoughts, see if it's possible to let those unravel so that the softness of the mind can mirror the softness in the body. Allow the mind to be meditative, equanimous and aware, equanimous and aware. Whatever thoughts seem to be coming and going, see if it's possible to let them roll through the mind and let them go. Whatever places of tightness, tension, strain, or stress are in the body, see if it's possible to let those places soften. Accept the reality of what is. So if there's pain, accept. If there are thoughts, accept. And then settle. Again, feel the weight of the body releasing, the weight of the body making contact with the ground, the bones, the skin, the energy of the body releasing down. We'll be here now for about 5 more breaths so that these last 5 breaths be deep, long, and cherish each breath. Follow the inhalation to its peak and then follow the exhalation to its natural end. 4 more breaths. Three more breaths. Two more breaths. The last breath. On the next breath in, let's come up onto the elbows if we're not already there. It's good, let the body be heavy. Slowly on the next breath in, let's walk all the way back up. Gently slide the bolster away. You can hold underneath the knees and bring them in. Keeping the feet about hips width apart. Hold the opposite knees and draw them all the way in. Lightly round the back, just for a light counter stretch. Let the lower back round, the middle back round, the head curl under, and sink for a moment. Two more breaths like this. One more breath. That's good. Let's inhale and lift the center of the head up. You can slide the bolster over to the side. Walk your feet a little forward, and then we're going to lie all the way down. And lie all the way down. Place the sacrum on the ground and then draw the knees in towards each other. Feet will remain a little wider than hips width apart. This is constructive rest. Let's stay here for a moment. The reason this posture is called constructive rest is because when the bones of the body are aligned in this manner, the core muscles, like the iliopsoas, can release. When the core muscles of the body no longer need to support the skeletal architecture, they can release. And when those core muscles release, that helps the whole body and the nervous system relax. You can allow the breath to be diaphragmatic if that feels right for you, even into the belly. Or you can let the breath just be natural. Feel the shoulder blades releasing. Nice. We'll stay for just a few more breaths, giving the body a chance to harmonize, giving the frequency of the body a chance to soften, open, release. Three more breaths here. With every exhalation, release just a little bit more. Two more breaths. The last breath. On the next breath in, let's open the palms and draw the knees up into the chest. Allow yourself a moment to just gently either holding onto the shin bones or interlacing the fingers or holding onto the wrists. Letting the hip joints close again for a moment. Good. Switch your grip to hold on only to the right side and extend the left leg out. On the next exhalation, let's cross over the center of the line, reclining twist position, keeping the left hand somewhere around the right knee. If it feels stressful to put the right knee on the ground, you can grab the bolster and put the knee on the bolster. Inhale, let's lift the right arm up. And then exhale, you can spiral open. And if you don't have space, we can bend the right elbow. For a moment, figure out whether you want to move your right arm a little up or a little down. And then as you exhale, soften and release. Allow the body to kind of find a sense of freedom, almost like a floating sensation. Almost as though the body is just naturally falling into the shape of the reclining twists, effortlessly carried down like a leaf or a flower. carried by the wind and dropped gently down. A sense of both release, unraveling, and connection down. Notice the sensations in the body, where they're increasing, where they're intense. Notice the sensations which are present, but perhaps also not intense. The temperature of the body, the feeling of the ground, the contact points that the body makes with the ground, what seems to release, what seems to hold on, the nature of thoughts, the nature of emotions, and the quality of the breath. We'll be here for 5 more breaths, so let these be long, conscious, and deep. Four more breaths. Three more breaths. Two more breaths. And the last breath. On the next breath in, let's bend the right elbow and fold yourself back into the center, holding onto the right knee. On the next breath in, bend the left knee up into the chest and change your grip to the left side. Then as you exhale, extend the right leg. Allow yourself a breath in. And as you exhale, let's fold over. Find the contact of your left knee to the ground. Letting the right hand make contact. Once you find that placement, remembering that you can rest the knee on the bolster, if that works as well. Then inhale, lift the left arm up, and exhale, it spiral open. Very nice. Allow yourself a moment to settle. Feel welcome to shift around until it feels comfortable for you, even repositioning if you need to. And then once you find that point where the body can rest and settle, then allow yourself to again reconnect to the meditative mind so you're aware of breath, the feeling of the breath moving in, the feeling of the breath moving out. You're aware of the quality of your mind and your emotions. And you're aware of all the sensations in the body. Feeling a sense of release, a sense of unwinding, unraveling, a deep acceptance. We'll be here for about 5 more breaths, so let these last breaths be long, conscious, and deep. Four more breaths. Three more breaths. Two more breaths. And the last breath. On the next breath in, bend the left elbow and fold the knee back into the center. That's good. Let's fold both knees gently up into the chest. And let's find the bolster and slide it down. You can use your feet or you can use your hands to get the bolster in a good position. You're going to lie the bolster under the knees. And now might be a good time to unwrap the blanket. If you have a blanket handy and you feel a little cool, we can place ourselves under the blanket. And now we're going to lie down and take rest. So let's feel very warm, very safe, very secure, maybe even a sense of coziness as you cover yourself up and lie down. Sometimes we want to make sure the feet are fully wrapped up in the blanket. And then sometimes it's nice to allow yourself a kind of long, conscious, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just let it completely go. And feel a sense of sinking down, relaxing down. A sense of release, acceptance, release, acceptance. As we release whatever obstacles, whatever restrictions, whatever tightness might be present, while we accept the reality of what is, there is also an opportunity to gently plant a seed of a new thought. So perhaps plant a seed of gratitude for this shared moment, for this wonderful opportunity to practice, to come back to a deeper sense within. Perhaps plant a seed of gratitude for all the circumstances that have led you to this moment. And then a seed of gratitude for yourself, including your body, which creates the foundation for the practice, your own effort, and the total being that you are. With deep validation, with deep love, with deep respect. Plant the seed of gratitude for yourself. No matter what's happened, you're here now. And it's your effort that has led you here. So with gratitude for our own effort, with gratitude to all the forces that have led us to this moment, all the blessings and grace which have given us the gift of this practice. We plant the seed of gratitude for ourselves, for every circumstance in our life. And we allow that thankfulness to hold the vibration of love. Let me rest in that harmonious space for just a little bit longer. Keeping the mind calm, equanimous, and aware. Bring the attention back to your breath. Notice the breath. Bring the attention to the body. Notice the sensations in the body. And then observing the quality of your mind and your emotions. Observe the subtle shifts. On the next breath in, allow yourself to start to reawaken the body through some small movements or even a light stretch. Maybe through the head, the hands, the arms, the shoulders, the feet, even a yawn. As you exhale, let's bend the knees. If you're using the bolster, you can place your feet on the bolster. As you exhale, reach maybe under the blanket towards the knees and give yourself another hug in. Exhale, roll over onto the side. Stay for a moment. And then as you inhale, let's slowly come back up and find a comfortable seated position. Take a moment if you'd like to wrap the blanket around. Settle again with breath, body, and mind, coming into harmony. Let's bring the hands together, a long, deep breath in. As you exhale, let's softly open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love.